Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is March 1st, and this year is flying way too fast for me. March 1st, one of the observances is Women's History Month. And while I do appreciate that month of observance, I started thinking to myself, is there a Men's History Month? That my rational mind, or irrational, you may want to call it, most of history gives credit to the men. Hmm, That's the way of the world, I guess. But so I'm appreciating that we have these 31 days to acknowledge and create women's history. When I start thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, I'm saying to myself, what history have I made in my years, 5 decades plus of being on this earth? Um, Sometimes we don't really give credit to ourselves when we need to because we keep striving and thriving to do more, to do better. But it's important for us to realize and remember our milestones, the things that we've come through. And when we think about women's history, I hope we're not just thinking about the famous people, the well known people. I hope that we are acknowledging and honoring the strong women in our lives, the influential women in our lives. Top of mind, of course, for me comes my mother, Carolyn A. Smith, who is now my angel. She's one of the magnificent twins that I was blessed to have two mommies with. The other is Mary A. Vaughn. These women, whew, they were my role model. They showed me the many facets of being a Black woman in America. Being a Black woman in the South and migrating to the North. Raising a family in the urban areas of New Jersey. Working these jobs that were menial at first and became meaningful as they progressed on. When I have my moments of insecurity, as we all do, I start saying to myself, how did my mother do it? How did she do it? I mean, like, while the stresses of today are a bit different than yesterday, how did she do it? How did Mary do it? Heck, how did my grandmother have twins in the 40s when Black women definitely were not respected? How did they survive? So when I get discouraged about what's going on in my life and where I feel there are voids or scarcity, I ask that question and I'm reminded that they had way less than I have in my life today. So when we're honoring women this month, which we should do every day, I'm just saying, men, this message is for you too. We do a lot. I'm not going to say all women because not all women um, meet that superior level. Not all humans meet that superior level. But what are we doing to honor them on a daily basis? To honor ourselves. Life is not easy. Lifing and living in today's world is not easy. However, we are so beautiful and resilient. We somehow make something out of nothing. Um, I tell my students, they say, "Oh, we don't have white paper, or we don't have enough black markers, or whatever." I say, work with what you got. Think of another approach. We are creative, we are strategic, we are faithful. Even in our own pains, physical or emotional, or mental. We are faithful. So, on this first day of Women's History Month, I want to remind you that history of the past, we must remember it. But in the present, we must make it so that our younger ladies and little girls have something or someone to look up to. They're watching us, even if we can't see them physically watching us. They are watching us. They're watching how we move. They're watching how we navigate, how we handle problems. Um, hmm. And you don't realize that until you get a little reminder. And for me, this last couple of weeks, I've gotten a lot of little reminders through my students that they are watching me. So how I move, what I say, my tone, my body language demonstrates either excellence or being subpar or not being the best me that I can possibly be. So women, what history shall we make this month? And the month after that, and the month after that? And who shall we encourage while we're doing it? We got to lift each other up. We can't do everything by ourselves. Me being the only child and being raised by parents who taught me to be self-sufficient, independent, only depend on us. I learned over these years that I can't exist alone and I can't do it alone. So I have to entrust my sisters, whether they're biological or figurative. Of course, I trust in God. But brothers, we need your help as well. Don't let us carry the load when you are fully capable of picking up at least half of it. Anywho, I just wanted to say Happy Women's History Month, and that history has been made and history can be made going forward, starting from the littlest little girl to the oldest elder woman. We all have something to offer this world, especially in a world that we need positivity and goodness. The negativity and evil sometimes seems to overload us. So we got to counteract that, y'all. We got to do what we got to do to let them know what we're working with. As they say, show 'em what you're working with. I am ending now, sitting here on my pulpit porch. My fingers are frozen. Ruru's finished doing what he has to do. I'm going upstairs now. I hope you have a wonderful week. And again, please talk to me back. Give me some information. Give me some feedback. Give me a question. I'll try to answer it. Follow me, share me, like me, the whole thing. I want to be able to share my message as broadly as possible. But know that you are loved. Know that God loves you and I love you too. Take care.